So we're back with another random game. I thought this was a horror game yet again. I was wrong. This is labeled as adventure. So again, I don't know anything about this game. I'm just jumping into it completely blind. Like I said, I bought about like 6 games or so, and they were all under $9, and so, or under $10. And so I just bought them and I just want to play them. So that's what we're going to do. This game is very short. It's only about 15 minutes, somewhere around the other game, the last one that we played. And so, yeah. So welcome to Memento, and let's jump in.
You have 34 new messages to retrieve your
That's a lot of messages.
Press 1.
I heard someone calling my name repeatedly, but it was a voice I couldn't recognize. I opened my eyes and looked around. I was on a hospital bed, circled by nurses. Mr. Johnson? Mr. Johnson, you finally woke up. I can see that the effects of the drugs are wearing off, and you're finally getting better now. We just have some more tests to run, and we can discharge you tomorrow, said the nurse. The hospital smell was almost insufferable, and all the loud noises were making me confused and agitated. I couldn't remember how I ended up in the hospital. I couldn't remember anything, really. The nurse looked at me with kindness and continued talking. Don't worry, your memory will slowly come back. You just have to go home and rest. A difficult time might come, but if you need psychological support, we're here to recommend you the best. Again, we're sorry for your loss, and we all hope that you'll be fine. All the needed tests were done, so I was discharged the day after. I was standing in front of a house, confused about everything around me. I didn't know whose house this was, why I was brought to it. I unlocked the door and entered the house. Everything I saw didn't remind me of anything specific, but I had a familiar feeling inside the house. The smell of it made me feel somehow safe. What is this place? And why do I feel like I know it? I thought while looking around. I started going through all the rooms and looking at all the photos that were hung on the walls. Fractured scenes kept coming into my mind, remembering slowly of the people I was seeing in the pictures were. I felt like my head was about to explode from all the images that were rolling inside my head. I was trying to put everything together so I could understand how the story went. The memories that I got back were not the best. I remembered my family, my wife Gloria, and my 2 children, Luke and Lucy. My relationship with Gloria was not the best lately. Our communication was almost completely gone, and the time we spent together was almost non-existent. I was a workaholic, and I didn't take much care of Gloria or the kids. Gloria was always tired and upset, worn by the family situation. We got into fights every time we got a chance because everything Gloria wanted from me was to at least try to take care of the family. On the other hand, I loved working as much as I could, and I considered that I was caring for the family. I have to admit, remembering all these things made me feel guilty. Seeing Gloria upset every day was never what I intended, but that's just how things always work between us. I didn't only have a bad relationship with my wife, but also with my son. Luke was a teenager, and he loved going out late at night and locking himself in his room. Luke didn't really listen to us. He liked being a rebel and only doing what he wanted. The problem is that I didn't really try to fix the relationship with my son, Gloria being the only one that was taking care of Luke's education. I was always working, and when I wasn't, I never really got the necessary power to have that discussion with him. Luke was rarely with us because he was rarely home. He never ate with us or talked to us. When he was home, he was either playing video games or playing the guitar, but not leaving his room.
So that was our son.
I always put this behavior on the fact that he was a teenager, but now that I'm thinking about it, this was something that needed to be talked about. Lucy was the only one that everyone got along with very well, because she was still a very little child. Lucy was the kid that every parent wishes for. She rarely cries or complains about anything.
Or a cat?
Always happy and smiling. Lucy was the only one that made Gloria feel better. Her always cheerful giggles around the house made Gloria smile and forget about all the other things she didn't like. Where is everyone? I thought, looking at a family photo. As I was looking through the kitchen, I saw a half-drained coffee cup, and I remembered
Maybe I
that
should
I
go
left
back
that
to the
there
kitchen.
before we went on our family trip. We decided that we should go on a vacation together, a family trip to solve our problems. The trip was better than everyone expected, because the relaxation and free time made us all more calm and ready to talk about what was wrong. Gloria and I got to
Why
work
did he
through our
look
relationship problems, understand each other better, and we promised to always take time to discuss what bothered us.
I didn't
The
see the
fact that
coffee cup
Gloria saw
either.
all of us happy in one place made her feel the happiest she had ever been. I had never seen her smile so much. Even Luke and I started a beautiful friendship, spending time together and talking about things any father and son talk about. It was the first time I felt the father-son connection, and I regretted every second in which I didn't talk to my son. Lucy was having the time of her life, playing with all kinds of different toys and always laughing.
I don't know
We
why
were
he
all
keeps
happy to see her
looking in the
smile
air
and have
like
fun,
that.
and she made us feel good too, contaminating us with her positive energy. As I kept remembering things about the trip, I got a bad feeling. My heart started beating faster, and I felt my stomach turning, and different images started flowing through my mind. Unfortunately, our amazing trip took a bad turn on our way back home. I was driving, talking to Gloria, and the kids were sleeping in the back seat. The music was playing ambiently. The kids were snoring, and I was driving on the highway. In that moment of inattention, I crashed the car brutally into a truck that was stationed in the emergency lane.
Oh man.
The image and sound of the car crashing was the last thing I remembered before waking up in the hospital. The scene of the accident kept rolling in my head again and again, and I felt like crying on the floor, just now understanding what happened. The sadness and guilt started crawling straight inside my heart.
Jeez.
My body was shaking, and I couldn't stop crying. I'd lost the family that I just got back, and we just started forming a real family again. And I ruined everything. All the time I spent in the office working and not spending time with my family was now my biggest regret. I just now understood why the nurse told me about the psychological help, and why she told me that she felt sorry for my loss. I couldn't believe the memories that were flowing through my mind. For weeks after that, I still had hope that it wasn't how I remembered, and everyone kept telling me that I remembered everything right. No
What
matter
the?
how hard I tried, or
What?
how many times I visited a psychologist, depression still got me. Everyone was telling me that I should forgive myself, and that life goes on, but my thoughts were not even close to forgiveness. I wish I had never got my memory back, was the first thing I said every morning when I woke up.
This is messed up, man. I say it every time that there's a game where like somebody loses a loved one, especially their significant other. You know, I could never imagine losing my wife. I've said it before. I've told people that if anything ever happened to her, you know, or whatever, and we're not together, like her passing away or God forbid a divorce or something, you will never see me again. This channel is over. My other channel is over. I'm done with music. I already quit my podcast. Friends, family, nobody will ever hear from me again. I am relocating to the mountains somewhere. I may get a dog, but that's the only other being that I will come in contact with for the rest of my life. So I don't understand what we're supposed to be doing here, because there's no option, like when I press X, there's no option to do anything else. So there's like, I don't think there's like an objective or anything. Can't pause the game. So I don't know what to do. We can't go out here. But yeah, everything is over. My life is completely done. If anything ever happened to my wife. Forget this channel. Everything. I'm sorry. Thank y'all for the support over the past few years since I started this channel, you know, and whatnot. But I'm sorry. I couldn't do it at that point. I did something. Oh, there we go. Eviction notice. Have we interacted with everything at this point? Because I don't know what else to do here. Or is this supposed to be like a loop? There's some stuff that I've missed, apparently. And that's literally all that there is to this game. It's just putting together the pieces of this man's mind, pretty much. I don't know why it's not letting me interact with this, but whatever. I could have swore we saw everything already, but I guess not. Can't open that door. I've already been in here. This game is sad, man. I will say. The fact that he lost his whole family, you know, it's crazy. Oh. When did this come down? Can we get on the treadmill? No. Nothing over here. Punching bag? No. So it almost seems like him and his wife are just like separated, because I mean there's no bed up here or anything, but still he's got a whole closet up there, you know. So maybe they were having issues. Nope, there is a whole bed up there. Or maybe this is where they stayed. I'm not sure exactly. Like there's these shoes, and then there's like a calendar somewhere, but that's it. I've literally gotten everything. I've looked at everything. I see why this why this game was under $1, or was whatever it was, because I don't remember the exact price of each game. But I understand. I don't get why developers and stuff make games like this, where there's just no point to it, you know. I don't understand it. But I can't be mad. Again, like I said, it was change for this game. And it does look great, but it's just, there's nothing else that happens to it. I know there's a community of people out there who like games like this, where that's all you do, you know? But I'm not one of those people. It keeps going to the cat. I can't. Okay. Well, I guess that's it for this game. So this has been Memento. I suppose, and I don't know how my camera got turned off here, but I guess that's it. This has been Memento. And yeah, another game where it kind of went nowhere. I mean, but again, for this price, you know, you don't know what you're getting yourself into, and you don't know how good or how bad it'll be and whatnot. And I cannot complain again. It was under $1 or so, or it might have been $1. I'm not sure, but all the games I bought were under $10. I paid nine something. I want to say like $9.73 for 6 games. So I can't be mad. So I just cut the game off, and I guess we did pretty much complete the game. I have my notifications cut off for different achievements and trophies and different things, and so it looks like we got everything. I mean, it says welcome to the family, Thirth page, or however you say that, RIP, so sweet, nights out, ring ring, I want to play a game, baby milestones, nothing else matter, skate boy, charmy girl. Yeah, so we literally explored everything, it seems. And it says progress is 100%. We got 21 out of 21. So that's it for the game, I guess. And yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I don't like when developers make games like that where there's nothing to it. It was more sad than anything, where it just, you know, found out his whole family is dead and he's the only survivor. So all right guys, well, I will catch you on the next one. I don't know what we're gonna get on the next random game, but the last one that we played and this one are the two shortest. So next we'll start getting into like hours of gameplay. So yeah, so all right, see you guys.